Hi, um, welcome. Today we'll discuss about operational efficiency topic on CMA Part 1. One of the important topics covers good amount of weightage on the exam, mostly theory topics. As we know that the topic is operational efficiency. Operational efficiency. All the operations of the business are to be carried out very efficiently. Efficiently means using the minimum resources, getting maximum benefit. All right. So the outcome will be the maximum benefit and using a very less efforts, less inputs. Means the inputs are effectively used. Any input which is not effectively managed, any input which is not increasing the quality, any input which is not adding value to the product needs to be identified and controlled, if possible, eliminated. So just to reinstate about this unit, assume that we will do not tolerate any costs in the production, in the operations, admin, selling and distribution. We do not tolerate any expenses which will just increase the cost of the product but not the quality of the product or the performance of the product. Listen carefully once again. After studying this unit, we'll come to a conclusion that all the topics which we discuss here concentrate on the control or complete elimination of the costs which do not add value to the product. Here, adding value to the product means having this cost, the cost of the production, the cost of the supply chain will go up, but not the quality and performance. So any cost which does not add value to the product, we call it as non-value added cost. So say for example, you have a beautiful packing for a product which customer likes to pay value added. A product is broken and you spend more amount to make broken product as a good product to have the saleable value, non-value added activity. Customer does not like to pay for it. Even if without the knowledge of customer, if you add the cost of the product will go up. When a competitor product is competing your product, the competitor product is available with a less cost and your product is with a more cost because of what? Non-value added costs. So we need to identify the activities in our business operations while purchasing the raw materials, while storing the raw materials, while issuing the raw materials to the production department, while producing the goods, while issuing the goods to the stores, while storing the goods in the stores, while issuing the goods from stores to the showrooms, storing in the showroom, from issuing the goods from showroom to the customers. See, listen carefully. We purchase the material, store in a warehouse. Any activities which are not adding value will increase only the cost but not the quality. We are issuing to the production. This is the production department. While issuing any additional activities which are just increasing the cost but not increasing the quality, no use. Production is carried out. All the activities are effectively managed here. Not to have any activities which do not add value. We are storing the goods back in the stores here as well. Okay, in the stores as well. We need to classify the activities into value added, non-value added. Value added, go ahead, because it will add value to the product, means the quality and performance of the product will improve. Customer likes to pay for it. Non-value added, customer doesn't like to pay for it. It will reduce our profit. It will decrease our profit. Try to eliminate it or control it. From here, it will go to dealers, retailers, etc., or say it goes to our own showroom. From showroom, it will go to the customers, supply chain. So from starting to ending until goods reach the customer's hand, all the activities are to be analyzed. Analyzed whether they are value added activities or non value added activities. Value added activities, yes, they are adding value to the product. The quality of the product will go up. The performance of the product will go up. Customer likes to pay for it. Go ahead. But the activities which do not add value to the product, quality of the product does not improve, performance of the product does not improve, cost of the product will improve. Just only the cost of the product is increasing. Therefore, who will bear it? Whether customer or the manufacturer? Of course, the manufacturer. It's you. Manufacturer is you, not the customer. From your company, you are sending the goods to your customer at a high price because of inefficiency, because of carelessness, because of not having any the awareness of these activities. That's the reason why we are now going to analyze the activities at production level, admin, selling, and distribution. Every activity you have a cost, and we need to analyze every activity whether it is a value added activity or non value added activity. Value added activity, yes, go ahead, because it is increasing the quality and performance of the product. And anyway, customer is going to bear it. No need to worry. Non value added cost, customer thinks that it is of waste. It is our mistake and make the customer to pay for it. It's unfair. Therefore, what we need to do is we need to identify and disconnect that activity. In other words, eliminate that activity. You cannot eliminate, at least control that activity, so that what happens? The cost will be reduced. So here our concentration will be elimination of non-value added activities. In other words, elimination of non-value added costs. The activities now we analyze which are necessary, yes, study them continuously. Continually study them whether you can still improve it, so that the quality, okay, supply chain will maximum can be improved, and the customer will get the products at a competitive prices with high quality. Unnecessary, try to eliminate it, if not at least reduce it. So this is what our concentration during the entire unit will be. So we'll be studying around 20 techniques, wherein evaluating whether every activity is a non-value added or value added. The techniques include just in time, MRP, etc. We'll be studying around 20 techniques. Number one, just in time. What is just in time? Before we know what is just in time, let us know a normal traditional production environment. In the production environment, here we have a warehouse, we have factory, we have stores. From stores, the goods will go to dealers, retailers, or our own showrooms, distribution. So you buy raw materials from suppliers, verification, counting, preparation of goods receipt note, quality control of raw materials, then storing them in the warehouse, supervision, warehouse rent, warehouse insurance, theft in the warehouse, accidents in the warehouse, all will increase the cost. And if there is no supervision, the cost will still go up because of lack of supervision. Is it adding value? Is it improving the quality? Theft in the warehouse because of lack of supervision. Insurance is not there. There is a fire accident, increasing the cost. Do you ask the customer to pay for it? Your customer, sir, there was a fire accident last month. That's the reason why the product cost is not $50. It is $150. Customer will not pay. Okay. And now, from the production manager places a requisition for the issuance of raw materials. This is called requisition. I want these many materials in this format. Then, based on the requisition, from warehouse, the goods will be issued. While issuing, again, counting, updating, okay, quality, etc. Issue of the material. Even in the factory, again, they count quality, etc. See, we have not yet produced the product, but the costs are increasing. From here, any wastage, any carelessness, breakdown machinery, not having proper maintenance, the cost will increase. And now the finished goods will go to stores. Here counting function, okay. Here as well counting function, tracking function, accounting function, recording function, which product, what was the beginning inventory, what is the beginning or what is the quantity received now, okay, what is issued to distribution. See, all the costs are increasing. Only the production is here. This is where we can improve the quality of the product, but not all this. If there is if there is a lack of supervision, some issues, obviously the cost of production increases. When the cost of production increases, plus your profit will give you high selling price. If your product is launched in the market at a high selling price, it will bounce back because you will have 110 competitors. So if your cost of production just increases just because of this carelessness, okay, and non-value added activities, simply just an increase in the cost of production, you don't compromise at profit, automatically the selling price will also go up. Okay, it is launched in the market at a higher price, and customers are too smart. They have an option always, because every product has a competitive product. Okay, you have a substitute for that, they will simply reject your product. It bounces back. It's a heavy loss. One day you will come to know what to do. Okay, so this is the traditional cost accounting system, wherein you incur lots of expenses because of carelessness, because of not identifying the activities into value added, non-value added. So the best answer is just in time system. All right, so now the best answer for all the issues is just in time. Just in time system is also known as lean manufacturing. Lean manufacturing means it is a pull system. What is pull system? Under pull system, we do not produce anything unless there is an order. So the goods are produced based on the order. Means we do not buy raw material, wait for the orders to come, or we estimate the orders or demand for the next month or next quarter and produce, wait for the customer. No, we receive the order first from the customer, then produce based on that. Not only this, what we do is we just get the order from the customer, For your information, just to assume that we do not have any warehouse. That's it. At the same time, we do not have any stores. That's it. Assume that we do not have these two. Straight away, many costs are eliminated. This is the philosophy of the elimination of waste. So we eliminated these major costs. So what happens here? This is our factory, and in just in time we received an order. We received an order for, say for example, 10,000, 1,000 cars. Our company is a assembling company. 10,000 cars order is received from a dealer from one country, and we gave him 15 days time to give delivery. Automatically in our company we have tie up with the suppliers of tires, suppliers of chassis, suppliers of engine, body, electronics, electricals, upholstery, etc., etc. We have tie up with the suppliers, strong suppliers with long term relationship. We have contracts. So this 10,000 information will be passed on to all the suppliers whom we have contracts with. Say he sends engine, this guy sends tires, this guy sends chassis, this guy sends body, electronics, okay, electricals, upholstery, etc. Okay, so in the factory we arrange men and machinery in a semicircular format called cell, and this order is also popped up with our suppliers with whom we have contract with. Now at this point the supplier of chassis will deliver the material here. No warehouse, he will not go here. The supplier delivers the chassis at the workstation. Means what? When you buy raw material in a traditional manufacturing system, what do? We debit raw material account, inventory account, credit supplier account, isn't it? Supplier account. Okay, and that is stored in the warehouse. We have warehouse maintenance, warehouse electricity, warehouse salaries, etc. Nothing. Here we do not debit raw material, because the moment the material is issued into the workstation, it goes into work in progress. Work in progress debit, supplier account credit. We eliminate all these tracking costs and tracking entries. Lots of activities are eliminated because they are not anyway increasing the quality or performance of the product. See, even if you buy raw material, that will be counted, stored, managed, insured, supervised, until you get a call from the factory that we need. Then why should we waste the time and money? We are informing our suppliers that this is order we received, guys, be ready with the material. Now chassis is supplied here, and now say for example body is supplied at this chassis is moved from here to here, and now body is supplied here. One more entry, work in progress debit, supplier of body. The work in progress will become bigger day by day, day by day. No raw material account, only one account. Therefore lots of accounting entries are eliminated. That is also a cost saving. That's the reason why the accounting system used in just in time system is called as back flush costing system. Back flush costing system. Back flush costing system. Okay, right. Now the accounting system which we used in JIT is a back flush costing system. Now let me explain you here. Now we maintain our work environment like this. It is called a cell. Cell is a semicircular format in which men and machinery are arranged, and the material will come here and becomes work in progress straight away. From one stage to the other stage, the product will move on. The new material will be added. It also becomes work in progress. The new material is added here. Work in progress is increasing day by day. Increased. Engine is fixed here. Electric is, electronics, upholstery. Yeah, tires are fixed here. Tires. Now car is ready. So our work in progress was like this, slowly increasing. Now it has become work in progress like this. Because every time you receive material, work in progress increases. Now cars, work in progress have become finished goods. Therefore, we'll simply pass one entry, debit finished goods, credit work in progress. There is no closing inventory because they are supplying the material as per the order. That's the reason why we call it as lean manufacturing. Now, these finished goods are already ordered by the customer. Therefore, we pass an entry called debit customer and credit finished goods. So no more finished goods. We are not storing the finished goods. We are just producing the goods based on the customer order. So there is no store here, no storage cost. Directly the cars will be moved to yard. From yard it will be loaded into ship. Now this finished goods, here we are writing no. Do not write finished goods here because there is a margin sales. Because customer should not know the cost of the goods, no sale value. So that you can pass an entry to book the profit. Okay, sales finished goods, that is cost of goods sold, and you can say gross profit, the remaining amount. This is the cost of goods sold and gross profit, you can say. So sales will get close to income statement. Anyway, you don't need this accounting entries, but what I mean to say is lots of accounting work is also reduced. And now let me show you again the physical arrangement. A cell, at each cell you will have one person engaged for this operations and to move the goods to the next stage after completing the operations. This, people, workers under JIT environment are, are fully educated, highly educated, heavily trained. They're all the leaders, not just only the work alloters. They're facilitators rather than order givers. This is one of the disadvantages of JIT system because you need to spend lots of money on the workers' training and welfare. Why? Because we need very experts, dedicated workers to complete the task on time. We are not buying the material well in advance. We are not producing the goods for the future demand. Therefore, the time is very important. The time is very, very important. Why? Because the customer already placed the order and the suppliers are waiting at the workstation. Say, for example, when when this supplier is ready with this material, by the time this products have to move this stage to get this amount fixed. Otherwise, supplier will be waiting here. If it is delayed, he will be waiting. We do not have warehouse. Where do we store this material until the product moves here? This is the reason why the workers working in JIT environment are highly trained, highly educated, and companies pay huge amounts on their training and welfare and see that there is no heavy labor turnover in JIT implemented companies. Labor turnover means the resignations, terminations, accidents, etc. etc. So the workers once employed will be groomed well and they will remain with the company for long years to achieve this goal. So what do we understand here? JIT is eliminating the wastage. It is a pull system, and we see always there should be a continuous improvement, not to have any disturbances because we maintain a lean production. Lean production means we do not have any inventory, either raw material side or the finished goods side, because we produce just based on the customer's order. Therefore, we see that there shouldn't be any interruptions in the workflow. And always remember, in JIT environment, we should also give lots of care for the quality of the goods. Why? Because there's no time to check the quality. The suppliers are supplying the goods at the workstation, not your factory, to have some time to inspect. This is the reason why under JIT environment system, the assurance of the quality is shifted to the suppliers. We have only few suppliers in JIT environment system who are carefully evaluated, and we enter into long-term contracts with the suppliers to give to assure by assuring that they will supply the material on time, and also assuring the quality of the material supplied. The suppliers give assurance for both the things: one, prompt delivery; two, quality of raw materials. So quality under JIT environment is shifted to suppliers. Okay. So in JIT environment system, we do not produce anything unless there is an order. The complete elimination of wastage of storing, inspecting, counting, accounting, etc. are eliminated under JIT environment system. So the main philosophy of JIT environment is reduce the inventory cost, having the only material which are required to fill in the customer's orders, which are already placed by them. So we reducing the elimination of inventory carrying cost is the ultimate goal of JIT environment system, under which we enter into a contract with the suppliers for getting two assurance: one, um, prompt delivery of the material, and two, assuring for the quality of the material supplied by them. And this is the reason why we do not depend on many suppliers. We only depend on few eminent suppliers who give assurance for the quality and prompt delivery of the goods. Under a JIT environment system, as we discussed, that in a traditional manufacturing, we'll have lots of tracking costs, like receiving function, goods receipt note preparation function, counting function, inspection, management of inventory, ensuring the inventory. So many issues will have so many costs. They're all eliminated. Why? Because the material is just issued at workstation but not at factory warehouse. Okay. The moment you buy the material, directly the material will go into the production. So we do not use the term called raw material. That's the reason why for every purchase or delivery of from the supplier, we open an account called work in progress. So we'll have only just a few entries. By eliminating complete sequential tracking costs, and this accounting system is called as backflush costing system. Backflush costing system. Okay. So the benefits of JIT includes that we eliminate the unnecessary costs, and we produce only what we want, what the customer ordered. We call it as lean production. Therefore, the products can be placed in the customer's hands at a highly competitive prices. You can see here, this picture shows clearly that this is a cell. In fact, it is maintained in a semicircular format. Okay, and this gentleman worked on this and moved this red color car to him. Now, this gentleman is working on another car, and in a few hours, the product may come to here, and he will send this product to the next stage for additional work. If you observe that this car has an instructional sheet attached to this. This is called Kanban. Kanban. Kanban is a visual card which gives instructions that what activities were carried out and what activities are to be carried out. Which you can, I give you a best example that when you place an order at KFC or McDonald's, the moment you hand over the money to the teller, okay, receives the order into the system, from this kiosk, automatically this information will be passed on to the kiosk in the kitchen. This information is moved to kitchen. No need to shout and give instructions there. Just press ordered, money received, executed. It is passed on to kitchen. There, the guy who is in the kitchen can know that what is ordered, whether the food is to be delivered, for dine in, or take home. According to that, package will be done spicy, non-spicy, sweet, etc., etc. What are the additions, add-ons? Everything is displayed on the screen. Okay. This technique is called as Kanban. Kanban can be a visual code, can be a computer-based code. Most of the countries use screen-based Kanbans, so that the moment the work is processed here, press enter, it will go to the next stage, and it will go to the next stage, and it will go to the next stage, like this. And in some manufacturing units, still some companies are using paper-based or visual-based Kanbans. It's an instruction sheets. And the physical arrangement, the production environment, the plant layout in a semicircular format is called as cell. The cell picture just now we saw, but not in a exactly semicircular format. But we can see this picture, but the other way you can see semicircular format. So the ultimate goal of JIT is that JIT feels that inventory is a waste. So inventory shouldn't be there. Immediately it should be converted into work in progress and thereby finished goods, now sales, cost of goods sold, etc. Because inventory occupies more storage space, costing a rent and all. Not only that, we need to have lots of tracking costs, counting, movement, yeah. And if you store the inventory for long period, you may have rework problems, scrap, okay, high yield problems, or the obsolescence, damage, accidents, theft, etc. will take place, which will increase the cost but not the quality. Especially the personnel, the workforce in a JNT environment gives very much importance to the workforce. The JIT was first introduced in Toyota cars, Toyota automobiles. If you see Toyota automobiles, labor turnover, it is very low as compared to other companies. Why? Because JIT implemented companies treat that workers as assets, because most of the activities are carried out by them. They're multitasking employees. They're cross-trained employees. Means what? In a semicircular format, if you see this way, the gentleman who is working here know the operations here and here as well, maybe even here also, so that he has a knowledge of the production process here. That will help them to not to have any disturbances during the production process. And with a proper education and training, there we can expect a greater responsibility at lower levels, even not a manager levels. They work as a facilitators but not as order givers in a JIT environment. This is an example of production Kanban code. It tells us that what is to be produced, description, size, container type, etc. So it moves to the next stage. So the gentleman who is the next stage can understand that what is to be added, what was already added. Just an example. This is an example of a supermarket which you experience every day. Say for example, here in a supermarket, it is not possible to store entire material, because supermarket is in the mid of the city, but can store only a few goods. If you hire a supermarket as well as warehouse in the same city, same place, it will cost you a lot. Therefore, obviously the warehouse will be centralized warehouse. You may have hypermarkets, 10 hypermarkets in the city, okay. but you'll have a centralized warehouse where all the goods are purchased and stored in one place, so that this information is integrated with the centralized warehouse. Okay, so the material which is stored here at the cheaper places outskirts of the city will be replenished as and when the products reaches at a reorder level. Say for example, a customer picks up the product, goes to checkout here after paying. Immediately this information, once the product is scanned, will go to warehouse that this product is sold out. Warehouse comes to know without any intimation, comes to know that these products which are in the racks are getting over. So there will be an automatic Kanban issued that go to store number 5, okay, with the product number 23642634. This is the code of the product, say for example. So the replenishment issue will start. So automatically this and all will be done with no human effort. Otherwise it will cost us a lot. We'll have to take a record of it, counting. Then somebody has to inform these people. These people will have to count them off, stress them, count them. Lots of issues will come, and it will increase the cost unnecessarily. Okay. So in a nutshell, to recall what is JIT, JIT is a pull system. It is also called lean manufacturing. Why? Because we do not manufacture until there is a requirement. And in JIT environment, we select only a few strong, capable suppliers, not many suppliers. We give assurance for the prompt delivery and the quality of the materials. And the physical production environment of men and machinery and JIT environment is called as cells. And the visual card which is sent along with the product describing what activities are carried out, what to be carried out, is called Kanban. The ultimate goal of the JIT is elimination of wastage. In addition to this, you must also know JIT advantages, that it eliminates the wastage, recognizes the human force, yeah, and obsolescence can be avoided, yeah, and the labor turnover can be minimized. But there are some disadvantages. There are some disadvantages under JIT, because a JIT environment cannot be suitable for all the companies. Some companies suppliers may not cooperate with you to supply the goods at your workstation. They ask you to buy in lump sum. We do not produce, we do not give delivery at your workstation at smaller quantities. Okay, so it's not possible. Second, very very important limitation or disadvantage of JIT is that um, though the quality is shifted to the supplier, say for example, a stereo which is supplied by a supplier going to be assembled in a car having defects. So the ultimate customer who purchases the car will blame the car company but not stereo company. But in JIT environment, we say that, dear supplier, you are supplying the material, you have to take care of the quality. I am not checking the quality. Say in AC in the car is not, comfortable. So the customer will blame the car company. He cannot blame the supplier of AC of a car company. Okay, that's one of the disadvantages. Not only that, even though we say it's a lean manufacturing or pull system, we still may have to maintain some warehouse or tracking system for certain tools, because we cannot buy exactly all the goods which go directly into the work in process. That is also one of the limitations. This is about JIT, which eliminates the non-value added costs by adding value to the product just in time. Yeah. Now, what do we understand is that just in time is a lean manufacturing. Means what? We receive the customer order and start producing the goods. which is not possible for all the companies. Which is not possible for all the companies, especially the seasonal based companies. Like for example, customers want only during that particular season. Oh, you should have given order last month, before month, and all. No, why should I give order? The season is this month. So in that case, we just forget the pull system. At least you have all traditional system, that you have warehouse, you have manufacturing department, you have stores and all, but buy the material only based on the future forecasted demand, that you are going to sell say 10,000 tables in next 3 months. So buy 10,000 tops, 40,000 legs, okay, and 3,000 hardware kits draw. Maybe plus or minus you will be, of course, some not to have any shortage. 3,000 means 3,500, 40,000 means 40,000, 42,000. 10,000 tops, tabletops means you will have by maybe 10,200 like that, but in a right order, right quantity. So not to have any shortage and not to have any surplus, we need to know the correct material requirement, the proper material requirement. You buy only in a proper proportions, which is contrast to just in time. Means in just in time we don't buy any material, we we just pull the material into work in progress straight away, it becomes production. But here you buy the material. When you buy the material, have a proper planning for the requirement of material. So the concept is MRP. MRP is a push system. Push system means goods are pushed to the future based on the forecasted demand. Means we are producing 1000, we are selling 1000 units. 1000 units on material only, plus or minus you need to buy. Not 1500, not 980. So you need to have a proper planning for that, which is called materials requirement planning. Having correct material, having the material in the correct formats, correct proportions, we can reduce idle time. Means you no need to wait for the material to come. Say for example, we have 10,000 tops for 10,000 tables, but only 39,000 legs. We need 40,000 legs. So we can give delivery of only that to that extent. Labor will wait for the material to come. You got it? So having a proper MRP, we can reduce idle time. We can lower the setup cost, because based on this we have a proper setups. Okay, so there is no disturbance in the setup. Also, we do not have more inventory. We have a calculated inventory in our warehouse based on the demand. Therefore, inventory carrying cost. Carrying cost means the storage cost in the warehouse. Warehouse rent, warehouse supervision, warehouse electricity, water, insurance, taxes, repairs, maintenance. This and all come under carrying cost. More goods are purchased, more material is purchased with no calculations, you will have more carrying cost. More carrying cost is not adding value to the product, so it becomes non-value added cost, which has to be eliminated. This is the ultimate goal of today's session: operational efficiency. And also and also in JIT system, our customer, I gave an example that our customer placed an order for 1000, and we sent this to our suppliers to send the materials equivalent to assemble 1000 cars through EDI, electronic data interchange. After 1 week he said that can I have 1200 cars please. It is very difficult to accommodate these 200 units, because the production is already carried out. We informed the customer suppliers, because we didn't buy any raw material as such in the we don't have any storage system, because we use a lean manufacturing system. But in MRP, you can increase that flexibility according to the market changes, either plus side or minus side. These are the advantages of, these are the benefits of MRP. And here from MRP we can see that the goals of MRP include we buy the right material in right quantity at right time, not to have any surprises of not having the right part in a right quantity in a right time. So we make sure that all the materials required in a proper quantities are available in the right time. These are the ultimate goals of MRP. Right part, the right quantity, at the right time. In MRP, first we have a future demand, right? Forecasted demand. Say for example, we are uh, trying to assemble 1,000 cars or tires or sorry bicycles. So well in advance we need to know that what are the components of these 1,000 bicycles. The components, the ingredients of this bicycle or together is called as bill of material or BOM. In my previous example, BOM for table is we need one top, we need four legs, we need three hardware kits. We call them as draws. So one table requires one top, four legs, three hardware kits. This combination for one table is called as BOM. As the table number increases, these quantities will also increase. As the table number increases, quantities will also increase. Okay, this is called BOM. Okay, say for example, here bicycle, two tires, one seat, one V guard here, this one handle, one bell, two pedals, one chain box, so on. This is called BOM. Just an example. One more example. Table. Table is an independent demand. Independent demand is a table is made up of all these. These are all dependents. Dependent means the moment I say one, here four will come. Here two ends will come. Two sides will come. One top will come. And one hardware kit will come. The moment I said it's no, it's 10, this is independent. Table is independent. Automatically, we need 40 legs, 20 ends, 20 sides, 10 tops, 10 kits. Okay. So independent product, dependent products. We need to have a proper calculations like this, not to have any surplus, not to have any shortage. But otherwise, we are using traditional tracking system, unlike JIT. But even then, we have a proper control system that we are buying in the right quantities. We may have plus or minus, of course, maybe due to damage or something like that. But that is different issue. Not like 25, here it is 8, here it is 9. Okay, in that case, you will have idle time because we need to wait for the material to come. So table is independent demand, and the rest all products which are a part of this, which are used in the making of table, are dependent demand. Now let me give an example here. We have an independent demand product of X. X is made up of 2 units of A and 5 units of B, and A is made up of 1 unit of C. Means if you want to make 2 units of A, we need 2 units of C. Likewise, B is made up of two products D and E. If you want 1 unit of B, we need to have 3 units of D, 2 units of E. If you want 5 units of B like this, 5 times 3, 15. 5 times 2, 10. Okay, it goes on calculate the calculation goes on like this. Now let me solve this issue, that how many products are to be purchased. Star has just received an order for 100 units of X. We received an order for X to be delivered, 100 units of X to be delivered. This is the finished product, but this is made up of these sub-assemblies, assemblies and all. The company has 20 units of X already. We checked our balance in the warehouse, in the stores, we have 20 units already. So we need to produce only 80 units. To produce 80 units, what assemblies or sub-assemblies are to be purchased? 100 units of B and 50 units of E are also there in the inventory. Now we'll see the question first. How many units of E should be purchased? The calculation goes like this. A. Or if he asks in the question C, it should go like this. But in the question, it is about E, so our calculation should go like this. Now let me continue here. 100 units order received. Let me erase all this. 100 units order received. We know that 20 units of X is there in the closing stock. So 80 units are to be produced. But each 1 unit of X, we need 5 units of B, the composition. Therefore, for 80 units, it is going to be 400 pieces of B should be purchased or produced, which is a assembly in a X. Now let's see what is the stock of B. We have 100 units of B in the stock. So we no need to produce 100 units. We have to produce only 300. 300 now E. How many units of E will make 1 unit of B? 2 units. So multiplied by 2. So we need 600. Don't buy 600. Check whether there is a stock in the warehouse of E or not. Yes, we have 50 units of E in the inventory, minus 50. So you need to buy only 550 units of E. So like this, the flow goes on as per assembly, subassembly, etc. The moment you inject the quantity here, the automatic calculations will go on. This is called a BOM. BOM controls the surplus and shortage of materials so that you will not have the unnecessary carrying cost by buying either less quantities or more quantities.